Imagine being stranded on a lonely island, no food, no friends, no hope of rescue. Only the sound of crashing waves and your own heartbeat. This is not a story from fiction. It had really happened, and it inspired one of the most famous novels in history, Robinson Crusoe. But the man behind this story, his name was Alexander Selkirk, a Scottish sailor who survived alone for more than 4 years on a deserted island in the early 1700s. Alexander Selkirk was born in 1676 in Scotland. He was a hot-tempered and adventurous man, always looking for trouble and excitement. In 1703, he joined a privateer ship called the Cinque Ports, a type of pirate ship that attacked Spanish vessels in the Pacific. But life at sea wasn't what he expected. The captain was cruel, the ship was old, and supplies were running low. Selkirk often argued with the captain, warning that the ship was not seaworthy. And one day he made a decision that would change his life forever. 1704, the ship stopped at an island off the coast of Chile, called Imsatiara, now known as Robinson Crusoe Island. Selkirk demanded to be left there rather than continue on a ship he believed would sink. He thought another ship would rescue him soon, but days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. He was completely alone. At first he panicked. He had only a few items: a musket, a hatchet, a knife, a Bible, and some clothes. No human contact. No rescue in sight. Selkirk learned to survive using the island's natural resources. He hunted wild goats for food and clothing, built 2 huts from wood and leaves, one for cooking, one for sleeping. He made fire using flint. He ate goats, fish, and wild turnips. When his clothes wore out, he made new ones from goat skins. He read his Bible daily. It became his only companion. He tamed cats to keep rats away and captured goats to keep him company. Sometimes he would climb to the highest point of the island, watching the horizon for ships, but none ever stopped. He was slowly losing hope. Loneliness began to crush him. He started talking to animals, singing to himself, and even pretending he was speaking to invisible people. But that same isolation also made him stronger, mentally and physically. He became skilled in hunting, building, and surviving completely alone. He faced storms, wild animals, injuries, and his own fear of going insane. Still, he survived. For 4 years and 4 months. In February 1709, a British ship named Duke arrived at the island. When the sailors saw Selkirk, a bearded, wild-looking man dressed in goatskin, they could hardly believe he was human. He was rescued and returned to England. The story became legendary among sailors. Years later, writer Daniel Defoe heard about Selkirk's incredible survival. He turned it into a novel, The Life and Adventures of Robinson Crusoe, published in 1719. It became one of the most famous adventure stories ever written. Alexander Selkirk's real-life isolation became the symbol of human endurance. He showed the world that even in complete loneliness, courage and faith can keep a person alive. The man who was forgotten by the world became immortal in history as the real Robinson Crusoe,